Good day, YouTube. Gonna go through a couple of news today. Axel here. So we're gonna talk about three things. First of all, BSG upgraded the game. They uploaded a patch with some fixes and optimization. We're gonna talk about this. We're gonna talk about the Twitch Drops event. BSG posted about it recently. And the third thing, we're gonna talk about the results of the survey, which we've had recently. And BSG published the results, and they talked a bit about what people said and what their next steps will be. So first of all, let's talk about the current jobs event. Right now, if you gift 2 subs to Twitch streamers on Twitch that are live in Tarkov category, you're gonna get a exclusive Tranquility hideout. This is how it looks like. You can also subscribe to streamers, you don't have to gift subs. But if you have no favorite streamers, feel free to pop into my Twitch channel. Most likely when you're watching this video, I'm live. Give 2 subs or sub yourself and give 1 more sub, and you will get such a hideout. You're gonna get grass floor. You're gonna have these walls and this ceiling. This is permanent for PvP, and it doesn't exist in PvE. So remember that before you subscribe. To the other news, BSG made a Tarkov patch, right? This was installed yesterday. They upgraded some of the servers, and there was also a client patch as well, so you need to download the patch via the launcher. They added the ability to disable the game frame rate limits in raids regardless of NVIDIA Reflex. I actually haven't checked it out myself yet because I am using NVIDIA Reflex, but I guess it should be somewhere here. Disable game FPS limit, this thing. So if you don't have NVIDIA Reflex low latency turned on, you'll be able to disable game FPS limit. So that's one of the news. Then they also fixed all known causes of disappearing audio in raids. So if you were missing sound in raid, that should be fixed now. If the issues persist, submit the bug report. Fix the positioning of the gunshot sound source when shooter was directly behind player's back. Fix the active headset effect disappearing when starting raid in PvE. And fix positioning of Zryachi and his guards, aka cultists, on the lighthouse island. Fix multiple visual issues on locations. So this is actually quite big, because if you weren't able to do lighthouse quests, if you weren't able to do lightkeeper quests in PvE or in PvP because of Zryachi, you simply couldn't cross the bridge because he would just stay there and kill you. This is fixed now. You can progress with your lightkeeper quest, which is a really good thing. And let's talk about the survey. So recently, BSG had a survey regarding if people enjoyed having no flea market early wipe and what kind of troubles they had. And to be fair, you can read through it yourself. I'm just gonna go through some stats and share my thoughts. Question number 1: do you find Escape from Tarkov gameplay more engaging with the flea market closed? Half of the player base answered yes, and that was actually a bit of a shock to me. I thought majority of people would say no. I thought a lot of people would love having flea market within the first 2 weeks of the wipe. And you can share your thoughts down below in the comments. Do you like the flea market in the beginning of the wipe, or do you want everybody to have no flea? And don't forget that giving thumbs up and subbing to my channel helps with YouTube algorithm, so if you do it, I would gladly appreciate it. And yeah, I voted no because there was a lot of obstacles. People couldn't get keys for the quests, as well as found and raid hideout really slows down the progress, and I'm not too sure if a lot of people are ready to grind it because it's very tedious. And yeah, BG said nearly 50% of correspondents believe that lock of the flea market benefits early game progress, and like people enjoy it. And what were the major challenges when people faced flea market closure? Inability to purchase keys for the quests, and found and raid items for the hideout upgrades. This is what I selected as well. Those two things are really tedious and really annoying. So I think if BSG provided us a way to get the keys, for example, different barters for every single quest key in the game, people would have felt more smooth about having no flea in the beginning of the wipe. I think this was the most annoying thing for me, personally. And what changes would you make to the flea market system? I'm satisfied with the current flea market system, allowing listing items with only found in raid status, and the rest is kind of not really significant because majority of people voted for the first two. So most likely the game is going to be the way it is. I think BSG might disable flea for a month or for a couple of weeks next wipe, and I doubt we're going to see many changes to the flea market. And as BSG said, they're constantly monitoring in-game data as well as surveys as well as Twitter surveys. So long story short, they are trying to find a good balance between what community wants and what they want. And yeah, we truly believe that with the help of community, we'll get a better understanding on what aspects of the game seem off and how we can adjust them. So if you have any ideas or thoughts on how flea market could be changed in a better way, feel free to share down below in the comments. And check me out on Twitch, I stream daily. Follow me there if you want to hide out drops. Subscribe to my channel, give a gifted sub, and you'll get it. Also, don't forget that sometimes you might have to manually claim it. So if you go here, you go to drops and rewards. I had to manually claim my reward here. So you might have to do the same thing. And other than that, we're done with the news. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Take care, ladies and gents. Bye-bye.